Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadha Shivasti Gaura Bhakta Binda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today is a Tuesday. It is 23rd of December and it is Narayana Masa or Pausha Masa, Sukla Paksham and Chaviti Tithi. There are no Vaishnava events in the calendar, so we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura and describing how Lord Brahma is offering his prayers to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So all these prayers are exalted prayers. So it contains full of philosophy, glorification of the Lord and glorification of the devotees and miseries of the material world, how some materialistic people will go through until they come to the lotus feet of the Lord. So everything is linking only to the uh, surrendering onto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One solution for all the problem. It is not the multiple solutions for one problem. It is one solution for all problems. Okay, so in those prayers of Brahma, in the last session, in last two sessions, we see by the devotional service, one who is engaged completely on the devotional service of the Lord, within their hearts, the Lord will always staying there, and He does not separate from them. And then what are the form they are desiring and associating with the Lord, in that mellow, the Lord will exhibit to those devotees. From Bhakti Yoga Paribhavita Krut Saroja Ase Sutekshita Parto Narunada Pumsam Yajjadhyat Murigai Vibhavayanti Taddad Vapuhu Pranise Sadanugrahaya. And he mentioned later on the Lord, the Supreme Lord, he is not much pleased with the demigods because they have got full of desires. They wanted to enjoy sense gratification. Even though they are praying to the Lord with so many of paraphernalia, opulent forms, worship of the Lord, but they have got full of desires in their heart. So, na ati prasidati tatopa tata upachita upacharaihi aradita suraganihi hridibaddha kamaihi. There are hridibaddha kamaihi, so many of desires in their heart. In such a way, they worship. Whenever they get a problem, Indra and all demigods, they go to the Lord and then offer their prayers that we are in problems, please come and help us. So that is their prayer and also fulfilled. They're always engaging in those activities. But the Supreme Lord, though He is in the heart of all the living entities, He is not available to the non-devotees who has not devoted to the Lord yet. He is not available, even though He is in the heart of all the living entities. And He is the well-wisher of everyone as well. So those, until they come to the Lord and see the Lord, understand the Lord, they cannot understand. So, yet sarva bhotadaya asad alabhyayiko nana dineshu avahitaha suhrudantaratma. So likewise, Brahma was praying in the yesterday's shloka. So today, in one more shloka, Brahma is saying, whatever the dimension, the a living entity trying to do some service to the Lord, it will never ever go vain. As a matter of duty, if one performs some kind of japa or following the rules and regulations, render service to the devotees, other devotees, the senior devotees or sannyasis who are in that path, and all those things as a matter of only for the pleasure of the Lord. Any activity, it will never ever go vain. It is a permanent asset for them. It is a Brahma Sampatyam. It is a spiritual asset. So likewise, Brahma is mentioning. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 9, verse number 13. पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराध्यैः दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भवतः तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोत्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र पुंसाम् अतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराध्यैः पुंसाम् of the people अतः therefore विविध कर्मभिः by various fruitive activities विविध कर्मभिः various fruitive activities advaradhyaiः advara adhyaiः by performance of Vedic rituals advaradhyaiः दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च दानेन by charities च also and Vugra tapasa by hard austerity, by performing very hard austerities. Vugra tapasa. Paricharyayacha by transcendental service. Paricharyayacha and Aradhanam worship of the Lord. Bhagavataha of the personality of Godhead. Aradhanam Bhagavataha, not any demigod else, only to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Aradhanam Bhagavataha. Tavasatkriyaddho and for Tava Satkriyaddhav, only to please your lordship. Tava Satkriyaddhav, Dharmo Arpitaha, and as a matter of duty, Dharma, it is based on the constitutional position, what is the duty of a person. Okay, that is Dharma, or sometimes it in the terms of worship, it is called a religion. But actually, Dharma has got a different kind, it's a characteristics and of a living entity based on its constitutional position. So, as a human being, he is separated from the animal being. So, what is dharma of human? He is executing to inquire about the supreme personality of Godhead. For that process, as in a high level word, it is called religion. Okay, so those set of the process are called religion. So, as a matter of duty, who is executing those processes? Dharma arpitaha and offering to the Supreme Lord all of their activities. Karhichit mriyate na yatra. Karhichit at any point of time. Mriyate, it will na yatra, it will never ever be vanquished. All those activities, the results of those activities, it will never ever be vanquished. We may work very hard in the day and the night and earn some livelihood. It will be in due course of time, it will be taken out from you by the nature. Yam yam madhumupadate dukkena sukhahetave tam tam dhunoti bhagavan puman sochati yat kurite and people they will lament for that wealth or anything, any comforts. So this is materialistic nature. But whereas the this transcendental asset or spiritual asset, it will never ever be taken from you. It is a permanent asset. It is permanent asset. So na karhijit mrite na yatra. At any point of time, it will never ever be reduced. Such a strong statement by Brahma. It is called Brahma Sampati, spiritual asset. पुंसामतो विविध कर्मभिः अध्वराध्यैः दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियाद्धो धर्मोत्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र. The translation. But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals, charity, austerity, austere penances, and transcendental service, performed with a view to worship you and satisfy you by offering you the fruitive results, are also beneficial. Such acts of religion never go in vain. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can you request the Padesh Prabhuji to read the purport, please?
कृष्ण प्रभुपाद की जय। Absolute devotional service conducted in 9 different spiritual activities: hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, and praying, etc. Does not always appeal to people uh, with pompous nature. They are more attracted by the Vedic spiritual ritual and other costly performance of religious shows. But the process, according to the Vedic injunction, is that the fruits of all pious activities should be offered to the Supreme Lord. In Bhagavad Gita 9.27, the Lord demands that whatever one may do in one's daily activities, such as worship, sacrifice, or offering charity, all the results should be offered to him only. This offering of the results of pious acts unto the Supreme Lord is a sign of devotional service to the Lord and is of permanent value, whereas enjoying the same result for oneself is only temporary. Anything done on account of the Lord is a permanent asset and accumulates in the form of unseen piety, of gradual promotion to the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord. These undetected pious activities will one day result in full-fledged devotional service by the grace of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, any pious act done on account of the Supreme Lord is also recommended here for those who are not pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. So here, the absolute devotional service conducted in the 9 different spiritual activities. This is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. These are the 9 process of devotional service or spiritual activities. So this thing does not always appeal to people with a pompous nature. They are more attracted by the Vedic superficial rituals and other costly performances of religious shows. So sometimes we see that if we just meet like so-called Hindus or something, okay, we went to the temple and then we have performed and sacrifices. It is so beautiful. They will come and explain to others. It is a but they wanted to be one of those audience and also they wanted to take name or for something else. But actually one has to, these are all pompous shows, pompous nature, more attracted by the very superficial rituals. But what actually meant is for, this is again Parasham Shuddha Asayaha. One should be performing them to cleanse himself and at the same time to please the Lord. And Lord will be pleased when they are doing with love and devotion. It is not the outside appearances. Parisham Shuddhasaya. But the process according to Vedic injunctions is that the fruits of all pious activities should be offered to the Supreme Lord. This is Yat Karoshi, Yat Dasnas, Yat Juhosi Dadasi, Yat Tapaspasi Kaunteya, Kurushva Madarpanam. So Krishna says to Arjuna, whatever you do, Yat Karoshi, Yat Dasnasi, Yat Juhosi, Dadasi, Yat Tapaspasi Kaunteya, Kurushva Madarpanam. You just offering everything only to me, Madarpanam. So that is how it doesn't matter. Initially, one may be doing in different activities, but once he does say performing those things, and Sri Krishna Parabrahmarpanamastu. Some people say Krishna Arpanamastu, but actually Sri Krishna Parabrahmarpanamastu. It is Parabrahmarpanamastu. Sri Krishna Parabrahmarpanamastu. Parabrahma is beyond this material world. And that Krishna we offer all our activities. Yat karoshi, yat dasnasi, yat juhosi, yat dadasi, yat tapaspasi kaunteya, kurusha madarpanam. We offer everything to the Sri Krishna, Parabrahmarpanamastu. So here in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord demands that whatever one may do in the one's daily activities, such as worship, sacrifice, and offering charity, all the results should be offered to Him. This is only for the sake of the Lord. Otherwise, it will not be tapasvino danapara, yasasvino manasvino mantrivida sumangalaha kshemam na vindanti vina kshemam vin kshemam na vindanti vina. तस्मै सुभद्रस्रवसे नमो नमः. So, kshemam navinanti vina yedarpanam, yed arpanam. Until when he offers everything to the Lord, there is no auspiciousness for them. Tapasvino danapara yasasvino manasvino mantrivida sumangalaha. Kshemam navinanti vina yedarpanam. Until they offer, there is no auspiciousness for them. Okay, so that is Krishna is saying here. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, he says that everything only to sarva dharman parjamami ekam saranam raja. Bhagavatam says that one, and Prabhupada is also explaining all our Acharya says, all Vedic scriptures says that until one offer everything to the Lord, there is no auspiciousness for those people. Okay, this offering of the results of pious acts unto the Supreme Lord is a sign of devotional service to the Lord and is of permanent value. This is the spiritual asset. Permanent Brahma Sampatyam. Vishoko Brahma Sampatya Sanchina Dvaita Samsayaha. Arjuna, whenever Sota Goswami says, when Arjuna goes to Dwaraka, there he understood that Krishna has departed to his abode along with all the Yadu family. Now, once he comes back and then trying to relay all the pastimes of Dwaraka to Yudhishthira, he was crying that he could not tolerate the separation from the Lord. So later on, because he was crying, and later on remembering the words of Krishna, and then he was able to uh, uh, mitigate those miseries and his lamentation. So this one is described here, just one word from here. It's a Brahma Sampatya. This is Vishoka Brahma Sampatya Sanchina Dvaita Samsayaha Lena Prakriti Nirgunyad Alingatvad Asambhavaha. Because of his possessing spiritual assets, the doubts of duality were completely cut off. This is the Arjuna's position. Thus, Arjuna was freed from the three modes of material nature and placed in transcendence. There was no longer any chance of his becoming entangled in birth and death, for he was freed from material form. And Prabhupada describing here mm, about the spiritual assets, Brahma Sampatyam. I think there is a specific word Prabhupada described here. So, and Sukadeva Goswami, he was describing about the boys who are playing with Krishna. They are Sakam Vijruhu Kruta Punya Punjaha. And the Lord is associating with those children, boys. They are called Kruta Punya Punjaha. Ittam Satam Brahma Sukhanubhutya Dasyam Gatanam Paradaivatena Maya Shritanam Naradharakena Sakam Vijruhu Kruta Punya Punjaha. They are Kruta Punya Punjaha. Just finding that spiritual asset here, Prabhupada given some here. Okay, this is by possession of the spiritual assets. That is the Brahma Sampatya. Okay. That word, it straight away it comes from the shloka itself, Brahma Sampatya. Okay, so wherever this is the most valuable asset in our day-to-day life, Brahma Sampatya. That is a spiritual assets. So whereas enjoy this one, Brahma Sampatti, it does not go vain, and also it will never ever be melted. Like the money, if you have got cash, I wanted to eat food, and then I want to do shopping, traveling, and then you within a few minutes or just few days or few hours, all the money will be melted, and you will be left with nothing. Whereas the Brahma Sampatya, so you can counteract so many miseries of this material world, and it will never ever go reduced. Okay, that is permanent value. Whereas enjoying the same results for oneself is only a temporary, and anything done on account of the Lord's is permanent asset and accumulates in the form of unseen piety for gradual promotion to the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord. Okay, this is very important. So it is our practical experience. Many people come to Krishna consciousness because there is no either no food or no kind of a sacrifices or their name is not mentioned. They look in the materialistic way. They calculate what is the asset. If I take this book, they hesitate even to give 5 pounds or 10 pounds. People they say themselves working for even big companies. They hesitate to contribute. They take the uh, things from the Lord, but they they do not contribute. Their heart does not allow them to do it because of they are not yet attracted to the service of that. They don't know the value of it. But they are happy to spend 50 pounds for one meal, which will go in the morning, flush out in the toilet. They spend so much of money for that. Whereas these books, they will take it and they will always keep it in the home, but they don't want to pay money. So this is again different angle we see. So this is the unalloyed devotional service. This is called, it is unseen piety, in the form of unseen piety. Materialistic people, they cannot understand until they do some kind of service, they go through it. Okay, so these undetected pious activities will one day result in full-fledged devotional service by the grace of the Supreme Lord. This is how they become Kruta Punya Punjaha. And then they will go for the eternal service in the Golok Vrindavan. They continue that service. Therefore, any pious act done on the account of the Supreme Lord is also recommended here for those who are not pure devotees yet. Some devotees, they're not chanting, but they go to the temple and then somewhere or other, if they help the other devotees, engage somewhere other devotees, that becomes their spiritual asset. They wanted to acquire some kind of pious activities. These are not pure devotees, not chanting, not following religion, but they're also recommended to engage themselves in the devotional service somewhere or other according to their capacity. Okay, so that is what Buddha is mentioning. Brahma is saying that the statement to, in his prayers to the Supreme Lord. पुंसामत विविध कर्मभिः अध्वराद्यैः दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियाद्धो धर्मोऽर्पितः करिचित् मृतेन यत्र. Okay, can I request all devotees kindly follow me? This is a very beautiful shloka again. It is very easy words. पुंसामोतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराध्यैः
पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिरध्वराद्यैर्
दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च
दानेनोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च
आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियार्थो
आराधनं भगवतः
धर्मोऽर्पितः करिचित् म्रियतेन यत्र
धर्मोऽर्पितः करिचित् यत्र.
Once again. पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराज्यैः
पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिरध्वराद्यैर्
दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च
दानेन
चोग्रतपसा
परिचर्यया च
आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियाद्धो
आराधनं
भगवतः
भगवतः
तव
क्रियार्थो
क्रियार्थो
धर्मोऽर्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र
धर्मोदितः
कर्हिचित्
क्रियते न
क्रियते
यत्र
न यत्र
Once more. पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराध्यैः
पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिरधोराद्ये
विविधकर्मभिः
दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च
दानेन
दानेन
चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया
तपसा
च
आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियाद्धो
आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियार्थो
धर्मोऽर्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र
धर्मोऽर्पितः
क्रियते न यत्र
परिचिदमृत्यु
Very beautiful. Can I request devotees kindly take a turns to recite? Saranya Mataji, would you like to go first?
हरे कृष्ण पुंसाम् अदो विविधकर्मभिर् अध्वराध्यैर्दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनां भगवतास्तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोऽर्पितकर्चित् म्रियते न यात्र हरे कृष्ण
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, would you like to go?
विविधकर्मभिरज्वराज्ये दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवत्स्तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोऽर्पितकार्यचिन्म्रियते न यत्र
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Satya Mataji. Gauringi Mataji.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I'm getting ready to work. Sorry.
Yes, sure, Mataji. Gauringi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी के पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिरर्हद्यै दानेन चोग्रादपसपरिचर्याय च आराधनं भगवतस्तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोऽर्पितः कर्हरिचिदम्रियते न यत्र हरे कृष्ण
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. And Devait Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances, dear devotees. Prabhuji, I might have a problem with one of the words, but I'll try one or two words actually. Pumsam ato vividha karma bhir advaradhyaihi danena chogra tapasa paricharya yacha आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोऽर्पितः कर्हि चेत् म्रियते न यत्र. Prabhuji, that word advaradhye, he, it's meant to be said as he, yes? He.
Advaradhyaihi. There is ha, visarga. H under the dot, there is the dot. So here, whenever it is coming in the shloka, there is sometimes two letters, yes and or, they are combined. So sometimes we say here, Bhagavatastava. When you combine read it, Bhagavatstava. And when you take a gap, Bhagavataha. So you would see here, Bhagavataha Tava Satkriyadho. When you recite in a split words, when you're clearly pronouncing that at the time you would see the visarga is substituted there. And similarly, when the word is ending, you're taking a break there. At that time, it would end with the visarga for the proper pronunciation. This is sometimes we may say that we pronounce yes and or at the end, but we take the gap. So the sound may not come in a proper way. So here, when we take a gap, at the time Visarga would substitute. And when we combinedly reciting, then it will, that R will come, RS will come. पुंसामतो विविध कर्मभिरद्भराध्यैर् दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च. Without taking break, if I do it, कर्मभिरद्भराध्यैर् दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च, continuous. And then if I take little bit of break, पुंसामतो विविध कर्मभिः अद्भराध्यैः. So here, कर्मभिः, again break, there is a visarga comes. अध्वराज्यैः दानेन चोग्रा तपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवतः. Bhagavataha, in the synonyms we could clearly see those pronunciation. Tava satkriyaddho dharmaha. Here dharmaha arpitaha. When we combinedly reciting dharmorpitaha, wo sound comes. When we split dharmaha arpitaha karehchid mrite nayatra. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, Asha Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pumsamado vivida karma bir advarakyehi danena sukra tapasa parisarya cha आराधनं भगवदादस्तव षत्क्रियार्थो धर्मोभिदहर्षित् म्रियते यत्र.
Nayatra. Mrite nayatra.
म्रियते यत्र.
Nayatra.
Nayatra.
Yes. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Devashish Prabhuji, would you like to go? Try.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Purusham ato vividha karmavir advarhi danena karma tapasa paricharchaya cha aradha bhagavat tapasta कृत्याथ धर्मो प्रीता कर्चित मित्रेण यात्रा. हरि बोल प्रभु.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's a very beautiful shloka. So what is the stressing of this one? So that means whatever the devotional service activities, it will never ever go vain. So in that, when we speak to other people, so we stress this one, remember this shloka. के पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिः अध्वराज्यैः दानेन चोग्रा तपसा परिचर्यया च आराधनं भगवतः तव सत्क्रियाद्धो धर्मोर्पितः करिचित् म्रियते न यत्र. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Anyone would like to read the translation once again, just to stress?
May I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals, charity, austere penances, and transcendental service, performed which with a view to worship you and satisfy you by offering you the fruitive results, are also beneficial. Such acts of religion never go in vain. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Shall move to Srila Prabhupada's letter to Naranarayan, January 24th, 1971, and it's Pittsburgh. Okay, can I request? It's a small letter, it's not big. Can I request any dedicated devotees to read this letter? Asha Mataji, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna. Sorry, let me get my glass. My My dear Naranarayan, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated 2nd of January and have noted that contents carefully. I am so glad to hear how in Pittsburgh you are engaged in distributing our books and also helping Ranadir with incense distribution. Our book distribution program is so much important and you should continue vigorously in this direction, especially if you can get our books into the schools and libraries. That will be very nice. Such book distribution is first class preaching work. For book distribution, our life membership program has been very successful here in India, and we want to initiate this program wholeheartedly in all our centers. So you should certainly try to make life members also. In this regards, if you have any questions, you can discuss with Rubanuka or any other GPC members, and he can give you all pertinent information. Also, in this respect, your wife would be a great help to you, and you could work as a team in making life members. Treat your wife nicely instead of fighting and creating misunderstanding. Train her up for such an useful purpose, and it will be a great help to both you and to the society. She is very intelligent girl, and I am always remembering her. So remembering her article. Ask her to write me also that you want to open one center in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in South America is certainly approved by me. So, under the supervision of the GPC, you may make such plans. I am anxious to see that we establish some nice centers in South America also. Please offer my blessings to the others there in Pittsburgh. Hoping this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
I think in this letter, Srila Prabhupada mainly mentioning about the book distribution and incense distribution. So he is telling that how important the book distribution is. So it should be everywhere all the time and in all places. Also, he mentioning that the book should be in schools in and libraries. So it will be very nice. So the first class preaching is book distribution work. That's he mentioning. Secondly, mentioning about life membership program. So he said he was so happy that the program was very successful in India, and he want that happen all over the world in ISKCON centers. So he's advising Naranarayan Prabhu to make more life members. So any doubt he can ask Ruba Nuga Prabhu or any other GBC members for the advice or any other help. And also he telling Prabhu to be nice with his wife, be kind with his wife, not fighting or creating misunderstanding. So if he treat his wife nicely, then she will help him in Krishna consciousness and all other services. So he said that the Mataji is very intelligent lady, and she must have wrote an article or something. I don't know about that, Prabhu. So Prabhupada must read that article, and he said, "Oh, the Mataji is very intelligent. Naranarayan Prabhu's wife is very intelligent." Also, there is finally he is mentioning about a center in Buenos Aires or somewhere in South America. So he approved that idea to open a new center in South America, I think. So he said you can carry on under the supervision of GPC. So he want to see, and he's eagerly waiting to see more centers in South America too. And there's finally he's giving his blessing to them and waiting for the great good news from the Prabhu. Sorry, that's all I understand, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely read and explained. Thank you so much. Okay, any other comments, dear devotee? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So Prabhupada is mentioning, so book distribution, so much important. You should continue vigorously in this direction. Vigorous, the words it is used, vigorous. Book distribution. Okay, that is the main thing, how we reach Krishna consciousness and to spread the movement. Hare Krishna, Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's just a question for me actually, because I don't do that much book distribution. But recently, I gave a set to two libraries. But my question is that obviously libraries don't donate any Lakshmi or anything.
Yeah.
So do we still give it? Obviously, we still give it, but the expectation is that we collect the Lakshmi so that it helps with the printing of the books. But when we don't get it, we should just accept it, don't we? Or,
Yes, Mataji. When they are not inclined to give any contribution, if they give it, it will benefit them and they will preserve the books properly later on. Generally, but that is the main intention. Otherwise, they take for free and then they do not use it and then put it in some unimportant places somewhere else. That is the main purpose. We take some money, but there are so many devotees who can contribute so that it will spread to the every person in this world.
yes, yeah, I was thinking of obviously making up for it, but I just thought that with these kind of institutions, schools, libraries, we won't get any Lakshmi from them. But hoping that maybe children or people who go to the library will at least pick a book and read something at least.
Yes. So those are kind of charity organizations. The schools, libraries, they're all charity organizations, the government organizations. So I think as long as there is administration is looking after it, that should be all right.
And I found that I'm absolutely hopeless because I just haven't got the knack for it.
Yeah, that's fine, Mataji. So
I'm so soft-hearted if they say, no, I've got no way of, pursuing that mission. But I'm going to keep on trying, but maybe one day I might get the knack of it.
Yeah.
I'm just scared, actually. To be entirely honest, I'm scared of going to people and speaking to them.
Yes, sure, Mataji. But this talking and speaking as a matter of duty, we not whenever we expect something, either they must take it or they may give it or not give it. It is not our things. Those are the results of the activities. But we endeavor for the activity, not the result. But because when we attach it, then it will may hinder the activity. So as a matter of duty, we'll just go. Either they give it, take it. Otherwise, if they don't give it, that's all right. And then if they are more enthusiastic, we will do it as according to their interest. So, but activity must be there. Endeavor for doing that activity is there. And yes, devotees are always soft and kind-hearted. They do anything for pleasure of Krishna. But yeah, when we deal with those organizations, materialistic people, as a matter of duty, that's all.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other updates or comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And here, Prabhupada is one thing is mentioning. Your wife would be great help to you, and you could work as a team in making life members. Treat your wife nicely instead of fighting and creating misunderstandings. Train her up for such useful purpose, and it will be great help to both you and the society. So again, Prabhupada is again acknowledging her article as well. So generally, women, if they come into the picture, they have got a multitasking capability. But men, they do in one angle, but in a they're of course intelligent way. But women, they do multiple things in a emotional plus intelligence. That one, especially Krishna consciousness mothers or women, Matajis, they do very beautiful work. Prabhupada is acknowledging that one, but we need to treat those devotees very nicely. Okay, so that is few things. One point we can take. And from the announcements point of view, so today is Tuesday evening. We have got a preaching practice session with Sridhar Govindas Prabhuji. So I think nowadays we can't see Prabhuji in our Japa sessions. Any updates on the Prabhuji? Anyone has got any idea?
No, I don't. I don't remember seeing him that much at all.
Yes. So if Sridhar Govindas Prabhuji has got Japa session also separately for his Oxford's Sangha, then that should be all right. Okay, just checking. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, if you're all happy, dear devotees, we shall conclude and continue with further Japa. And also just a small thing to update for the book distribution, a small endeavor to distribute here in the area where I live. I just advertised. Some devotees came and then picked up some Bhagavad Gita books and also just got some Birmingham Balaji Temple laddu. So again, gave as a treat to them. Some people gave some small donations. We got Lakshmi. So I haven't gone for distribution. They only came and collected the books. Okay, this is one thing I could do for as a matter of small thing. Okay, that's all from me. Any other updates?
A lot of packing going to take place tomorrow onwards. I don't know, people living in the south of UK. In the manor, there's Gita Jayanti, as you would know, on the 27th. So there's a lot of packing of the books going to happen next 2-3 days. If anyone wants to join, I think Sanchita Mataji also put it in the group.
Yes, Mataji. so that many devotees who come and participate in the Gita Jayanti sacrifices, during that time, it may be required to distribute those books and sets. Okay, thank you, Mataji, for that update. Okay, if you're all happy, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Have a Krishna conscious day, everyone.